Okay, then today we start the modifier tool. For we start the modifier tool. First of all, thing I talk about one thing also left for from the this part. Suppose here I want to create this part. Suppose line and this circle. Anything you can create here. Okay, and then you know about the quick properties. Okay, we click on the quick properties, and when you click on this any object, then your quick properties will appear, right? Okay. Then also you can want to detail properties for the any object. Then what you do for the detailed properties you want to find out. For this purpose, you can use a PR. PR is shortcut for detailed properties of any object. When we click on the PR, then what we will have to go? Here we got the this type of window open, and then here we have the color option, detailed properties of this part. Okay, where we have to use which type of material you can use, XY distance, radius, diameter, circumference, area. Okay, this is your detailed properties, right? When we enter the PR, okay, suppose you enter your PR, then the detailed properties will be appear. And then also same for properties we have the CH also. Okay, CH and PR both are the same for properties section. Okay, and this is to show the detailed properties about that. Okay, contain vertex X, vertex Y values and segment close or not. Okay, this is your detailed properties where you find out the colors. Okay, here we specify the colors where you specify the layers where you use the line type. Okay, here we don't use the right laser or different line type, but you can use it. It's line type scale and line width. You can increase the line width here. Okay, if you want to increase your line width, then you can also increase your line width here. By use of this here, you can use the transparency also. Suppose I use a 0.5 transparency, then transparency you can also use. You can also apply the hyperlink photo particular this object. Okay, you can also take the thickness. Any option you can add it here. Okay, then this is your this and this, and then you can use it. And then here we have the option of this. Suppose you want to change your vertex, okay, and then you can use it, okay, and then show the distance of the xy plane, okay. This vertex dot this point value will be how many distance from the x and y plane, okay. This is your thing, same is a properties. Which properties you want to show? Okay, here. Okay. Suppose here you want to select all and then PR, enter your PR. Then after that, what happens? Here we show that three types of and common properties will be shown here. And then if you want to select one by one, then show the one by one properties for you. Okay. This is your detailed properties of you want to show for the any object. Okay. By use of PR and CS. PR and CS is a shortcut of the properties. If you need the properties of any object, then you can use just PR and CS. And if you don't want to remember this shortcut of the properties panel, then what you do, just right click on this part. Then here at last, we have the option of the properties also. And click on the properties, then you got this properties option right here. Okay. Some for editing purpose, some of the suppose you have to edit your size, areas, and then something, then you can use a properties panel, right? Yes, correct. This is your properties. There's one thing will be just skipped from to the tomorrow class. Okay. Yes, sorry, straight to class. Then come to the next part is your modify tool. Okay. What's the modify tool? First of all, we talk about the draw tool, right? If you draw something, then sometimes we need to be modified. Okay, we need to be modified. Why? Because draw tools is not used for perfectly drawing anything. If you create your object, you create your project right here, then you need to be modified tools also. Without the use of the modifier, you can't do anything. Suppose you draw some machine parts design. If you draw the plan layout, okay, house layout, kitchen layout, anything you can draw here. Okay, then you can need to be modified tool. Without modified tool, you can't be draw perfectly anything. Okay, that's why you can use modified tool first. Okay. Then come to the modify tool. This is your section of the modify tool. Okay. Here in this case, I talk about four tools: move, copy, stretch, and rotate. Okay. We have other tools also. Then come to the this part. Hmm, Okay. 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 So how to use the modify tool here? First of all, is talk about the move tool. Okay. Move tool is used for basically to move the object. Okay, one point to move other point. Suppose here I want to create a line here, and this is my line, and then I create here a circle. and then I make a circle in this portion, and then I want to move it the circle inside it on suppose 10 mm, 12 mm, right, at the point of the center. Then how can we do that? First, what you do, first of all, for move, you enter M. M is a shortcut for move. Then hit the enter. Then select your object first, and then hit the enter again. Then select the base point. This is your center point. This is your base point. Select your base point. Right. Center point is your base point. And then how many? If you want to show this thing inside this part, then you can also. And then also you can write here is the value. Suppose I want to displace only 10 mm. Right. Then just enter it. Then what's happen? The my circle is displaced with 10 on behalf of the center point. Okay, no 10 point. We choose the center point. That's why we can also displace on behalf of the center point, right? If you want to need to displace your value and move the circle in this point, then what you do? Just select your path and then am enter. Then select the center point is and then just drag it and then paste here. And then this is your move command. Okay. Move command also used for the moving anyway. Okay. Suppose here I use the select two objects and then move it. Right. Okay. Up suppose here I want to move this value. Suppose here I want to create a circle. Okay. And then here I create this part and then I want to move with this stroke. Okay. And this other quadrant. So just moving on this quadrant. If you go move in this quadrant, moving over this quadrant, then you can use the move command. Move command is generally used to the move some stuff, some objects, something anywhere, anything. If you don't want here, then don't want to other point, then you can use the move command. चलिए तो मूव कमांड से मूवमेंट के लिए यूज होता है. आपको एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे मूवमेंट करवाना हो तो आप मूव कमांड का यूज कर सकते हो. ओके. तो द नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज योर सिंपल. मूव कमांड में ऐसा कुछ खास है नहीं कि आप यहाँ पे चीजें बताओ. बस आपको सीधे सेलेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट करना है एंड देन सेलेक्ट योर एम एंटर एंड देन सेलेक्ट योर डेस्टिनेशन पॉइंट बेस पॉइंट which points you want to move and then select which angle, which distance you want to move here. Okay, suppose you move in the distance of this part and the right is 50, then what happens? There will be movement in the 45-degree right. Okay? Any angle, anything, and then any displacement on any distance you want to move your object. You have to move your. Then next one is the copy command. Copy command is simple. Is used for copy some stuff. Suppose you want to copy this thing and then paste same thing inside this part. Then what you do? Just click on it and then copy this part. CO enter. CO is your copy command. Okay, suppose I use the first of all right here is CO. CO is a copy shortcut key of the copy command. CO enter. Then select the object first and then hit the enter. Then select your base point. Here we have the base point and just move it. This is your copy. Simple. And then what will happen? I create the circle is both the direction of the same diameter. Uh, the same diameter or radius can show sort of. Okay? This is called move command, right? That's why you copy command. If you want to display this circle in 4 quadrants, then how can we do that? For this purpose, you can also use the copy command right here. Just CO enter first. Select the object first. Hit the enter here and select the center point. Just by the center point, you can select your quadrant point. Okay, just place your quadrant point. Okay, okay, and then if you show that here, if I want to copy one time at a time. Okay, one thing copy at a time, but I want to copy multiple things at a time. Then how can we do that? Multiple times. I want to copy the multiple time of the same thing. Then what you do? For this purpose, you use a CO enter. Select your object first which object you want to copy, then enter. Then here we have the multiple mode also available. Here you can app enter. Just click on the app enter. Then what will go here? Here we got this data and then just click on this path and then click on this path and then here you want to click only anywhere. Then you can also use it. Okay. You can also use this thing, right? Okay. If you want to click on the center point, then you can also click the center point, right? This way, you can copy this command and then use it multiple way, right? Okay. If you want to multiple options, then you can use it right here. Got it? Okay. Then come to the next part is here. in the move command, sorry, copy command, we have the copy inside the copy command, we have the other things also. For the copy command, you can also use the CO enter, and then I make a, sorry, not a copy here, I make a circle, a rectangle, anything you can make here. I suppose I make a rectangle here of the 50 by 50. This is my rectangle, right? And then I want to create this rectangle is my dimension is take here is a 50, right? Okay. Then come to this path. I want to copy this rectangle, CO enter, and select this object first, and then select this base point. Okay. This is your base point, right? Here we have the base point, and then I want to place this in distance of 50. Yeah, I think 60. Then what will happen? Yeah, this will be created, right? If you want to select both and then want to copy both things, then CO enter first, and then here just click on its path, and then how many distance we want to 120, right? Okay, just right here is the distance, and then you make something valuable. Okay, this is simple way you can create multiple options like that's clear. You can also specify the distance. You can also specify your angle distance. Okay, if you don't need to copy this thing itself in the any angle portion. Suppose I use the geometric center right here, and then select here, and then I want to paste here. This part is your 60. Then what will happen? This V you can create it. Okay. If you want to need this copy command again, and then M for multiple. Okay, and then select the geometric center, and then here I want to place is a 60 degree. Then here we can make it this type of also, right? Right? So making something valuable, something interactive, then you can use this by way. That's it. How to use a copy command, and then how we can use the copy command. Let you know. In the copy command, we have one thing also. Suppose here I just move this, I move this stuff because I need it. Okay. And then one thing I want to need, one thing I check is length also. Okay. I make a
Sir.
rectangle. Yes, tell me.
I I type copy command, but command box में only copy select objects multiple and so many options not show in command box.
Yeah, you can also so copy the so many objects right here. So suppose you enter and then select the all objects.
That's
Okay, if you need it. Okay, and then also just use a displacement point, and then just use to displace it. Okay, how many distance you can want to displace here. Okay, just identify it. Right, you can also make this type of thing. Yes. Okay.
that's copy command, but only select objects only copy. At the time, uh,
Mm-hmm.
so many objects multiple time single
So many
object
objects.
copy to multiple time. How to
Yeah.
do that?
Single object copy to the multiple time, right? Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
yes,
Also, I talked the come to this point also. If you want to copy different directions, then
select
what you do? Just you enter, and then right here is the M. Okay, for multiple.
and
Okay,
multiple.
and then click on that where you want to copy is first here, and then I want to here. Okay, and then I want to
First of
upper.
all, select.
uh, yes.
First of all, select this object. Okay, right.
Okay, select the
Thank
object
you.
one. Okay, for
It
the
is a clear.
okay display. Okay, next
Clear,
one is
clear.
yours. I also talk about the one option of the copy command is there. It's see you enter first, and then select the object right here. Then enter, hit the enter. Then select the base point right here. We have the one more one option also here. We have the option is my array. Okay. What the array do? Array is doing copy the multiple objects, multiple things at a time. Okay. If you here to show, I want to make a 10 copies of this square. Then what we do? For this purpose, we use the A enter for array. Then here number of items we write here is 10. Okay. And then what will happen here? We got the 10 item at a time, right? By use of the array command, you can use the 10 item at a time, and then just displaces your value is your 60. Then what will happen here? We got the 10 square at a time. You can make this thing by use of the 10 square at a time, right? And then if you want to create this also, then CO enter, and then just click on this bar. And then I want to create this also for 10 items. Then what you do, just you A enter, select the number of items straight, and then right here is your distance. Distance is yours. I write here in each and every distance is yours. Just say okay. By this point to this point. Okay. This is the total distance here. Each and every have a 60 distance, right? We select the base point is here, then next point is here, then base point is here, next point is here. By use of this way, you can create multiple thing of stuff by at a time. Okay, you create this thing by use of the this right. So basically, what how can we do the array command? Okay. Okay. Suppose here I want to I make a line here is by 100 distance. Okay. Suppose this distance is 0 100. Okay, and not 100 right here. I make here is your 500, right? Right. This is my 500 line, right? And then I want to do that. This point to this point, and then I make a rectangle, 10 rectangle in this line. It's not a 10 rectangle. I want to make a 5 rectangle, 5 square in this line. Okay, where this is divided into equal distance. Then how can we do that? But here we have to specify the same distance between them. But here we have the common you the total distance right here. Then how can we do that for this purpose? Just use this CO enter first and then select the object. This object I want to copy. Just click on enter and then select the base point first. Okay. Then array command will be appear. Just A enter first and then after that right here the number of items is 5. And then in this case I want to paste here is 5 objects. Okay. Then what you do? For this purpose, what we do, just use the fit option. Here we have the one option is fit. Fit option is mostly used for where we want to fit the thing on the common spacing. Okay, we know about the total distance right here. Okay, here we know about this is my total distance, right? And there is 500 is my total distance, and then I want to use it. Then what you do, just write here the app enter, and then right here, if you want to fit it, then you can click this point, right? Okay. If you want to fit, not fit out this, then you can use it. And then also you can write here is a 450. Then what will happen? Here we got all the data. Why we write the 450? Because we have the all the distance is 5. First, I take here is point this point to this point. That's why we take this total distance, not this. That's why I minus the 50 already. That's why we take a 450 and then on the behalf of this we adjust this thing, okay, equally, and then taking the spacing between the equal spacing right between here. Okay, by this way you can create this type of thing, right? Okay, you have the two options, fit option and then this option right here. That's clear. Okay, next one I want to take an example one is I create a rectangle and then take a dimension is your suppose 250 by 500. Okay. Okay, any of this thing you can create it, and then inside it, I want to create something. What's the want? What we want to create here? Suppose here I want to again create a rectangle. Click on the center point. Dimension I take it here is 25 by 50. Okay. Uh, okay, make for this. You say enter first. Yeah, I want to create dimension is your 50 by 25, right? And then in this case, I want to make one thing also. Suppose you have to want to make your LED symbols right here. Okay. And then I create here is the edge angle of this slide. Okay. And then first of all, I move this stuff and how where we move it. Here we want to move it. Okay. First of all, move this and then place this at the position. Okay. Second, select this mode and then I just move in and take the distance between is my suppose is 10 mm, right? What we want to there show here, we to take the distance between them is 10 mm. Just right is a 10 mm, and then I'll go. I want to take a distance between them is 10 mm again. Okay, select this point, and then what's the distance is my 10 mm, right? And then I want to make objects here in the distance between of the this part. Then I want to make the 5 LED lights in this portion. And what we do, just select this object, copy this, and this total distance is 250, 250, right? Yes or no? And then select this, and then I know about it. This distance total is 50, right? And then I want to make is here. Suppose 250 by 50 is not to make. I think not make here is the five. Five objects is not possible because I want to make equal spacing right between them. Then what will happen? I think I make a four, right? So take a four, and then I want to make a space between them is equal. Then what we do? Just use a fit here, app enter. Then how many total distance we take here? Here we have the 10 distance, where you have the 10 distance, and also minus the 50, right? To 10, 50, 50, and 70, right? So minus the 250 to 70, then how many values are there? Is it 180, right? Hmm? That's right or not? ये सही है कि नहीं? 1/180 आएगी तो, ओके? ध्यान से देख लो आप लोग, क्योंकि कैलकुलेशन इज इम्पोर्टेंट. विदाउट कैलकुलेशन यू डू नथिंग. अगर आपको डिजाइन कर रहे हो तो कैलकुलेशन हर चीज में आएगी, राइट? अब सपोज मुझे यहाँ पे कुछ ऑब्जेक्ट्स बनाने हैं. देन हाउ मेनी ऑब्जेक्ट्स आई कैन क्रिएट, हाउ मेनी रोज आई क्रिएट हियर, because I know about this is my distance is your 50, 25, and then this total distance is 500. तो कितने बन सकते हैं आपके अकॉर्डिंग यहाँ पे टोटल? अरे एक अगर मैं एंटर को तो नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स कितना दे सकता हूँ मैं? एनी आइडिया फॉर दिस पार्ट? कोई बता सकता है टोटल कितने बना सकता हूँ मैं इसके अंदर? 25 हो सकते हैं, 20 हो सकते हैं, 22 हो सकते हैं, 15 हो सकते हैं, क्या हो सकता है? 25 को डिवाइड करो 500 से, या फिर 30 को डिवाइड करो 500 से, अप्रोक्सीमेट कितनी वैल्यूज आ जाएगी? करके देखो फटाफट. हम्म चलो 25 को ही डिवाइड कर दो 500 से. इजी है ये फटाफट हो जाएगा. कितने आएगी? 20. ओके, 20, राइट? अब 20 के अंदर भी मुझे प्रॉपर 20 तो बन नहीं सकता, क्योंकि इसके बीच में मुझे क्या लेना है? डिस्टेंस भी लेना है. तो मैक्सिमम आई कैन क्रिएट हियर इज 15, राइट? अब मुझे टोटल डिस्टेंस चाहिए, राइट, इनके बीच में. तो टोटल डिस्टेंस के लिए मैं यहाँ पे क्या ले सकता हूँ? कैलकुलेट कीजिए. इज योर 10, मैंने यहाँ से 10 10 डिस्टेंस है ऊपर और नीचे से. ओके, 10 10 इज योर 20, एंड देन इसके बीच का डिस्टेंस कितना है? 25. तो कितने हो जाएंगे? 45. 45 को 500 से माइनस करो, कितने आएंगे? 45 को 500 से माइनस करो, कितने आएंगे? 455, 455. लो बन गया. ओके, तो समझ लो एक पैनल मैंने बनाया जिसमें एलईडी लाइट, छोटी छोटी एलईडी लाइट मैंने लगा दी, राइट? सिंपल से एग्जांपल मैंने आपको करके दिखाया. या फिर आप चाहो तो सोलर पैनल आप देखते हो, उसमें सेल्स वगैरह लगे होते हैं. यू सी द सोलर पैनल एंड देन हियर वी हैव द माउंटेड द सेल्स. Okay, how many you have the distance length of the path here, and then how many cells you want to display here, and then in this between you have to gap. Okay, just calculate and make this way by use of better way. ठीक है, तो आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे मैंने कैलकुलेशन किया एंड देन बेटर वे में बन गया, राइट? जस्ट क्लियर. ऑल हैव यू वांट टू कैलकुलेट इट. ओके, कुछ भी बनाना, कैलकुलेशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. विदाउट कैलकुलेशन यू कांट क्रिएट एनीथिंग परफेक्टली एंड देन परफेक्ट मेजरमेंट, राइट? तो मैंने यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन किया, आप देख सकते हो हर जगह से मेरे पास जो इक्वल डिस्टेंस है वो लगभग लगभग इक्वल, राइट? राइट, तो कहीं से भी मुझे कोई इशू नहीं आ रही, क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस का यूज किया, इक्वल डिस्टेंस का यूज किया, राइट? So by this example, you clear about the how to use a copy command and how to use a copy with array. Clear or not? सभी को समझ में आ गया होगा क्योंकि एग्जाम्पल आपको खुद से भी करने हैं। मैंने इसीलिए करवाया था कि आप खुद से भी इसको परफॉर्म करो, ये वर्कबुक में नहीं है। ओके, इस तरह के एग्जाम्पल वर्कबुक में नहीं है, मैंने अलग से करवाया। कम टू द come to the next part is yours is rotate command. What is rotate mean? Rotate means the rotation, right? If you want to rotate anything, then you can use the rotate command, right? Suppose here I want to rotate this part. Okay, select this. I know that select this. For rotate command, we use the shortcut keys arrow. Arrow is rotate command, right? Select the object first. This is your object, and then hit the enter. Then select the base point to rotate. This is my base point. I select the midpoint of this section. Okay, and then I want to rotate it at the direction of 90 degree, 45 degree, any direction you want. Just rotate it. Okay. Then I want to rotate this 90 degree. Then what will happen? Just rotate this stuff, right? And then convert in form of the 90 degree, right? And if you want to also rotate this thing, just select it and then arrow, enter. And then I want to rotate this one in form of 45 degree. Just click on 45 degree, right here, the 45 degree, then all the things will be rotated 45 degree also, okay? If you have this panel and then I want to show this panel in form of 0 degree, then what we do, just use the arrow command first, arrow enter, and then for this part, because I don't want to horizontal way, I want to vertical way right here. Okay, then what we do, just use it for, and then you can also take a reference right here. Okay, this part, and this will be convert this way also. Okay, anything you can want to do it here by use of this way. Clear? This simple rotate command. Okay, come to the next part is here. In the rotate command, we have something else also. Okay, suppose here I want to make an equilateral triangle right here. Suppose I may use a polygonal and the right here is a tree. Okay, and take a center point. And for where you want to take here is just right here. Is the, suppose here I want to write this. Okay, this is my, and then I want to also copy this, rotate this part, and then also copy it. Okay. Continue. Okay, that's me. Okay. Then I want to I select it and then I rotate here and then arrow enter and then select the geometric center here. And then I want to rotate in this direction also. Okay, which we have this direction. This is 45 60 direction. Then I want to also make it copy and then make a star shape by use of this way. Then how can we do that? For this purpose, what we do, though I don't want to make another polygon right here, then one thing also do in this part, just arrow enter and then inside the arrow, select the object first and then select your base point. And then here we have the one option also is copy, right? Select the copy, C enter for the copy and then I can also copy it and then click on it. Then I can make this type of thing also. Okay. Okay. Use this thing by use of many ways. Okay, suppose here I used to enter first and then move it to the down direction, but to make something valuable. And then what we do, just use the copy command first, and then I want to also note the copy command here. I use the rotate command here. Okay, because I want to rotate it also, and then also do the copy. Okay, then what we do, select your base point, and then what we do other, C enter for the copy, and then select the 90 degree. Then you can also create this type of thing. Okay, and then suppose I want to copy this in the 45 degree also, then just select all, then arrow enter and then select the point and then where you want to do, just right here is a 45 degree and then C enter for the copy and then click on it, then you can create this type of stuff also. Okay, by use of this way you can create your own self and then multiple examples you do it. Okay, here this is my own self example. Okay, and we have the example in workbook also for this part. Okay, this is clear how to create use the rotate command and then how can we make this work. Just clear to you, all of you? Yes or no? Okay. Then come to the next part is your state. Okay, here we have the option of state, right? What is state? Well, state is the means to stretch something, to increasing is for stretching and then to just pulling right here. Okay, this is called stretch, right? So for the increasing its size or decreasing its size by use of the stretch command. But here, how can we use the stretch? Suppose here we have the rectangle. This is my rectangle, simple rectangle, right? And then I want to increase its length. Okay. Then I select the stretch. For stretch, we use the shortcut key is as enter, and then select the object. I select this object, and then hit the enter. And then when we click on any point, base point, suppose here I want to click its base point, then what will be happen? This work as same like as a move command, right? Then how can we state this thing? Okay, this is work like as same as a move command. That you the right here is the displacement point is 100, then displace it. But what's the use of the wastage command and how the wastage command is work? Just uh, see closely. Just right here is as enter first, and then select the cross section area, which where you want to stretch it. Just cross the section area of the GN skin. Select it and then select this cross section area, right? Only this cross section area, which one to where you want to do the stretch and click here, and then hit the enter first. And after this, select the midpoint here, and then I want to stretch. Okay. Then what will happen? All the other parts, other points are the fixed, and this parts will be moved as well. Okay, and this that's why this stretch is used. Okay, suppose I want to stretch this by use of 50, then you can write here the 50. If you want to stretch this in any direction, just select it and then stretch it any direction. Suppose you select this and then you can stretch this part also. Okay, don't need to be use this here. You can also do this thing. Okay, and then if you want to rotate here or enter, and then I also rotate and see enter, copy, and this is only max. Okay, and if you need it, then just you enter select this. Sorry, R enter first, select all objects, and then select this base one. Then also you can select. Okay. One thing I escaped. Base point is this, and then I want to make a copy. Then what you do? The site is this point, and then I make a blade. Which type of blade is here? Suppose any pen blade, any type of pen blade you can make it by use of this way. Okay, I use the stretch command right here, use the rectangle, and then use the rotate, copy. All the commands I use is this what I taught as today. If you need it, suppose here I want to shift only stretch by use of the single point. Okay, here we have the multiple points right here. This is my point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But I want to click on this and find single point. Just use the as enter, and then I want to select this point only. And then what will happen? Just click on this point. Then what will happen? There we can create this type of thing right here. Okay, you can also create this way. Clear? Any points you can select in the cross section, and this point will be stretchable. Other points will be fixed. Okay, if any cross section any parts of there. Okay, just use it and then make the some valuable things right here. That's clear. How to use this two four types of tools is move, copy, rotate and stretch. That's clear all of you. आप सभी को समझ में आया मूव, कॉपी, रोटेट एंड स्केल को हम कैसे यूज करेंगे? Okay, Gizay and Tushar, Mohit and Devesh. Okay, that's good. Okay, so on behalf of this, you can make yourself. Okay, तो जैसे कि यहाँ पे आपके पास क्या क्या अवेलेबल है? अ, तो यहाँ तक तो आप सभी ने बना ही लिया होगा. ऑल यू हैव टू डन दिस पार्ट. ओके, इस तरह की चीजें आप सभी ने क्रिएट कर ली होगी दिस पार्ट. ओके, यहाँ तक तो आप सभी ने बना लिया होगा. कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं आएगी मेरे अकॉर्डिंग तो आप लोगों को. ठीक है, ये पेज भी कंप्लीट हो ही चुका है आप लोगों को, राइट? You all have done this page also. Then come to this part. This is your polygon command thing. Okay, ये आपने ये सारी भी कर ली होंगे. Then here we have the option for the this part. ये भी आप लोगों ने बना लिए होंगे, right? Okay, कल मैंने आपको जो बताए थे पेंस इंटरसेक्ट पॉइंट, आपने स्नैप मोड का यूज करके ये बना लिया होगा, राइट? देन हियर यू हैव द एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस. ओके, ये ऑटो टैगिंग का ऑटो मोड टैगिंग के लिए भी बनाने का था. ये स्नैप मोड की मदद से बनते सारे. ये भी आप लोगों ने कर लिया होगा, नहीं किया होगा तो आज बैठ के कर लेना. And this is your example of the modify command. Okay, so here you use the circle rotate command and then copy command by use of this way. Okay, here we use by the copy command. This thing is made by the use of the rotate command. Okay, scale command and don't teach here. Just then you can not use the scale command. Okay, I teach the scale command as Monday. Okay, make this thing here and this part. यहाँ तक आपको completely करना है and then जो कुछ example मैंने करवाया also do this part also. Okay, right? And then I think I hope all is clear. Any doubts, any question regarding this part? जो मैंने आज बताया, किसी को क्वेश्चन इससे रिगार्ड से? ओके, सिंपल है, का कोई मुश्किल काम नहीं. एक बार आप कोशिश करना, जैसे कि ये चीज मैंने बनाई एंड देन ये चीज बनाई, ये सारी चीजें आप अपने अकॉर्डिंग बना के देखना एक बार. एंड देन ये देख सकते हो इसी सिंपल वे में मैंने इसको पेन टाइप चीजें बना दी, राइट? तो मेक दिस थिंग बाय योर सेल्फ ऑल्सो. ओके, एंड आई थिंक नॉट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम राइट here. समझ में आ गया यहाँ तक? कोई डाउट, कोई क्वेश्चन?
Sir, once more
एनीवन?
they rotate, copy rotate command,
What?
please.